That was pretty classy.
Playoffs?
Bruh.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Bruh.
Playoffs?
60% of the time, it works every time.
Recording in progress.
Yes, oh yes, baby. You know what time it is. It's the divisional round. Week, 20 of the NFL season. It is the 100 Proof Football Podcast, baby. I am your host, Paul Kleckler from the Rocky Mountains of Utah, down to the Panhandle of Florida, joined as always by my co-host, Adam Pope. How you feeling this week, Adam?
I feel like Jalen Hurts.
You feel like ass? Cause say it with me, baby. Jalen Hurts
is not ass.
Dude, please. You watched a different game than I did.
No, I saw the bad Jalen. There's a good and a bad side to him, and we definitely saw the bad. It wasn't all of his fault, but we'll save that for the podcast.
Fair enough. We can do that. We had a pretty good week last week, didn't we? Did we push with Vegas last week?
No, Vegas. I think it was 5-1. They lost the Cowboys. Everybody else won. That was favor.
Vegas was 5-1. We were both 4-2.
Yes, both 4-2. But we also hinder ourselves in picking an underdog.
Well, see, we knew there was going to be one underdog. You
Yeah,
had to have. We
just
both thought there would be one underdog that won. We both guessed wrong on it.
Yep.
I had the
Yep.
Cards, who didn't have a damn chance, and also, I don't know, outdone or not, you had the Eagles.
Yeah.
So, did we have a bet on that last week?
We did. We had a $50 bet, so $50 is coming your way. Oh.
Thank you, sir. I'll take it. Appreciate it.
And then didn't we have another $50 bet?
We had a $50 bet with a member of our fantasy league, did we not?
Yeah, we did.
That Miles Sanders would get over 52 yards rushing, and what was that box score?
Man, I don't have it right in front of me, but I want to say it was not 52.
I feel very confident in that. It was a very ugly game, man. So let's see. He had 16 yards
I was
rushing.
gonna say he had like half that.
Yeah, not
16.
even.
Yeah.
So we'll be hitting up our fantasy champ to get a little bit of that money back that he just won from all of us.
And I actually hit the 3-team parlay.
What?
Yep.
Oh! We were gonna get to that, baby. Yes. That's out of you won your bourbon, scotch, and beer parlay, and you got your 100 proof.
Yep.
And
no, I think I missed my 100 proof.
What was your 100 proof? You didn't have Eagles, did you? Did you have Cowboys?
I had the Cowboys.
Oh, so we got a little bit of settling up to do. But before, I don't want to jump the gun on that, dude. You won what, 400 and how much last week?
$419.55.
Off $100 bet, baby. Yes, that means out the last 4 podcasts, if you've been tuning in, that's over $1,000 we've made you on our bourbon, scotch, and beer parlays, listening to me and your co-host, boy. It was your turn this week. Way to go, sir. Even though we both had the same record and lost to Vegas by 1 game, hey, you came out with the profit, man. So I'll call that beating Vegas, baby.
Yep, I was gonna say anytime you can put 3 teams together, that's a good match.
I'm down with it. So, but alas, we do have some settling up to do before we start our tab for this week, right? We still got a little bit of an open tab, I think, between you and I, sir. So talk to me. What I missed my my bourbon game. I had the wrong team favorite. I thought that the Cards had something in the cards, man, for the Rams, dude. I thought they could do it again back to back, but that was not even close, man. So I definitely owe a shot of bourbon. I got some old trusty here today, man. Some Woodford Reserve. Breaking out something
some good
new.
Quality.
Yeah.
High quality bourbon.
That's high quality H2O.
Yeah.
So a little shot of Woodford Reserve so I can settle up. What you owe, man? You missed the Cowboys. You missed your 100 proof. So what you taking a shot of, brother?
So I got that still aged 10 years Whistle Pig.
Ooh, that's the good stuff, man. That's top shelf, man. That's what, like $80 a bottle?
I don't know, like 50 or 60,
something
maybe.
like that. I think it's a little more than that. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it's a little bottle.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's not a fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then. You got it just for when you got to pay the price, huh?
Yeah, well, if you're going to do it, you might as well enjoy it.
Do it big. That's right. So, well, here's my shot. You ready?
I'll take one with you.
Without further ado, cheers, sir. Woo. Lost my headphones on that one. Oh. Yeah, we're still in our new digs, man. Live on YouTube right now, currently on the 100 Proof Football channel in the 100 Proof Dome, man, on the 50-yard lines where you can see your co-hosts. That is a new thing we've been doing. This is our 3rd live stream. We live streamed last week's podcast on YouTube. If anybody wanted to come and hang out with us and chat live with us on YouTube during the stream, find us on the 100 Proof Football channel on YouTube and Twitch. We should be on Twitch next week, actually. And also on your favorite social media channels on Instagram and on Twitter at 100 Proof FB on both of those sites. So come holler at us. We got our first troll and hate tweets last week, man. I was proud of it because once again, I reminded everybody that, say it with me, Jalen Hurts is
not
ass.
ass.
Boo this man. Yeah, man, I need to get the subscription he's paying for, man. He's got a real good picture on that TV. He must be seeing something different than me, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. But hey, we've settled up. We made the people some money. We made our 100 proofers some money again last week.
We did.
What you say? It's time to start a new tab for the divisional round, the Elite Eight, the last 4 games of the year. Or not last 4 games of the year, but you know what I'm saying. 4 games, 8 teams, divisional round. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's start
Let's
the
go.
tab, baby. Let's start this tab. So, talk to me, my man. What you leading off of? What you pulling up to the bar, starting your tab with? What's your game of the week this week?
All right. I'm going to go Chiefs-Bills.
Ooh, stole it from me.
Yeah, that could be a fun game to watch. Anything can go. It could be kind of a defensive game. It could be an offensive game. I think it's going to be an offensive game. And since we're already going to talk about it, both the Chiefs started out slow last week. I think Pittsburgh had a game plan to just slow it down. Let's not lose the game. Keep everything in a relatively close distance. However, once the scoring started, there was no stopping it. It was
fugly.
Pretty much Bud Black.
Yeah, it was fugly. So let me ask you this: the Bills win if
Bills win if they have the same repeat of last week.
Woo.
Like, so all in sports, like if a pitcher pitches a perfect game, it's like celebrated, it's memorialized. That's what Josh Allen just did in the NFL.
You ain't lying.
And it's even more rare in the NFL.
Correct.
Had more touchdowns than incompletions. A perfect game in the NFL is you don't punt the ball, you don't kick the ball, you don't have any turnovers. Every single possession, they scored a touchdown. That is crazy. The only time they didn't score a touchdown is when they took knees, and that doesn't count, man. That's like, okay, the game's over. So,
stealing my thunder. Okay, so
yeah.
so what? So the Chiefs win if.
Chiefs win if. I mean, Josh Allen isn't 100 proof. He has some chinks in the armor. So if he has one of those off days, I could see the Chiefs winning. I mean, they have Patrick Mahomes, they have Kelsey, they have Tyreek Hill. I just think the Bills have the better defense in this matchup. But I mean, the Chiefs are favored for a reason, you know.
They're at home. They're a 2.5 point favorite. That's usually what the home field advantage gets you is 2.5 points. So,
back-to-back years being in the Super Bowl. I mean, it's
won this conference back-to-back years.
Yeah, so they're top dog. So I mean, it's theirs to lose. It's not. I don't know. I think I like the Bills.
Oh, I was gonna. So the pick is the Bills. WTF?
Yeah, the Bills are gonna be my beer goggles pick of the week.
Oh, and wrong team favored. Oh,
wrong team favored.
Hey.
And let's not even stop there. I'm putting it in. 100 proof pick of the week. Buffalo Bills goes to Kansas City and destroys them.
Bro, man. You just blew your load all over the podcast. Do you have anything left? Dude, do you have anything left, man?
No.
He went beer goggle, 100 proof, and WTF, wrong team favored on this game of the week, picking the Bills to go on the road at Arrowhead as 2.5 point dogs and win the game.
So, did you see the Bills game last week?
Oh, we watched, bro. We were streaming during it.
Oh,
yeah, I forgot. You have been drinking all day, literally.
yeah,
yes.
I was drinking all day.
Yes, your avatar was here streaming with me.
Fitzmagic was there.
Shirtless?
Yeah, shirtless with the fans. And then did you see the product you might get at the Hustler? Somebody threw a dildo in the
I
touchdown.
did not see that. There was a dildo in the end zone.
Yeah.
That's where
apparently
dildos
that's
should go, right? In the end zone.
And apparently that's not the first time, but that was my thing. I was like, that seals the deal. We got to go to a Buffalo Bills game.
Dude, we're going
I like
to
the way they
dude.
do it.
Somebody, 100 proofer out there, Bills Mafia. Somebody, member of Bills Mafia, reach out to us. We do have an email. It is contact. If you want to contact us, hit us up through email at contact@100prooffootball.com. If anybody wants to reach out there, Bills Mafia, we'd love to come to a game. Shoot, hit us up with some playoff tickets. We'll come out there. Well, I guess there's no more home games, but so we can't go to the Bills games no more, man. But dude, we want to go to Bills Mafia. We want to go out there and 5 degrees with our shirts off and jump on tables and break shit and light shit on fire, man. And if you play your cards right, my co-host will bring a dildo to throw in the end zone, man. So yeah, Bills
If it's
Mafia,
that
hit
cold,
us up.
I'm gonna
man.
have like Band-Aids on my nipples.
Dude, so I love that game. It's the most exciting game to me as well. I will audible for my game to start the tab with. Just if you're new out there, because I know we get new listeners every week. Also, shout out, we had a cool milestone with the last podcast we had. We reached the top 10 percentile globally for our category, y'all. The 100 Proof Football Podcast was top 10 globally in our category, man. So thank y'all, everybody from coast to coast and across the pond and everywhere else that are listening, tuning in. Our 100 Proofers out there, man. Thank y'all so much for that. But if you are new, when he said that we got our beer goggle game of the week, that means if he's wrong, we have to drink a beer just during the stream. We owe a beer to the 100 Proofers out there. If he's wrong on his 100 proof game, he's got to take a shot of 100 proof. Just like he did before we even started talking about games for this week, we had to settle up. So when we make these picks, we put our liver where our mouth is, man. And we pay penance if we're wrong on these. So he did 2 bold declarations right there, man. I say the Bills win if. The Bills win if. I think it's a turnover battle game. I think it's a turnover battle, and they can't shrink up and do that thing they did randomly this year and just look like a totally different team. Because that's the Bills we expected to see. And you stole a little bit of my thunder, but yeah, just to recap, they scored a touchdown on all 7 offensive drives when they didn't kneel the ball at the end of the game. They did not take a sack. They were 6 for 7 on third downs. And the only third down they did not convert was the final kneel down of the game. Had more touchdowns than incompletions. And they gained yards, positive yards on 49 of 51 plays, excluding kneel downs.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. The only negative plays they had were 2 kneel downs at the end of the game, man. And this isn't. Go ahead.
This isn't like a trash team. This is a Bill Belichick defensive team.
Totally. If you had them in fantasy, they made you a lot of points during the season.
J.C. Jackson, kind of a shutdown corner. They got cornerbacks. I mean, they got a decent team.
It was wild. Dude, I love that Josh Allen was saying, I didn't even know some of those balls were going to be touchdowns. I was just throwing them away out the back of the end zone. Receivers came down and made plays, man. So... and the Bills, lastly, were only the second team in the Super Bowl era since Super Bowl I where it was Chiefs and Packers, which I realized that's what I picked in our vault bet, baby. Only the second team in the Super Bowl era to score a touchdown on 7 straight possessions. So, nuts. Just freaking nuts what they did in that game. If they can do that, like you said, if they can do that, because is the Chiefs' defense better than Pat's? I think so,
No.
but I don't think it's... I think it's marginally so. I don't think it's head and shoulders. I think the Chiefs really found something on defense, and I think they showed it for a lot of the latter half of the season. But I think the Bills, if they put up points without turning the ball over, if they win the turnover battle while they put up points, the Bills win the game. The Chiefs win the game if that defense shows up. Because not to be outdone, the Chiefs scored on like 5 or 6 straight possessions once they got it going. Okay, my Steelers, Big Ben, that's my quarterback. Dude, the Steelers defense for a quarter and a possession played like the Steelers defense is supposed to play. I remember a defense that used to play that way. They shut the Chiefs down. TJ Watt was a beast. interceptions, fumbles, all this stuff, man. So touchdown. We were winning that game for a brief moment, and I told my wife, I said, well, at least it was fun for a minute because I don't think this is about to last, and damn sure didn't. So I said, at least it wasn't over too early, man. So the Chiefs, I think this is so cool, man. It's gonna be like it's a dick measuring contest, dude. They got the weapons both sides. Let's see who's clicking. The Chiefs got their home field advantage. I think that's big. It was loud as shit against Pittsburgh, man. They had their, Big Ben retirement party signs out there and everything. So I cannot drink with you on that. I am picking the Chiefs at home to win and cover because I think the Bills are. The reason I'm doing that is the Bills are inconsistent during the season.
Yeah.
Now, the Patriots,
totally
they
get that.
fucking hate the Patriots. They've been the bane of their existence. They exercise some demons against the Patriots. But this ain't the Patriots. And the Chiefs, I think, have every bit as much firepower. They're more battle-tested. And I think they're in a better place as a team than they were the last 2 years. And I might sound funny because they're not putting up as many points, but I think they have found different ways to win than they knew they had to. And their defense is stepped up and is not a liability. So I think the Chiefs, they're my AFC Super Bowl pick for a reason. So
Yeah,
I'm sticking with it. And I think the Chiefs win and cover. So my game of the week, I'm going to start my tab off with a different game, man. And I like this game a lot. It's a rematch from, week 3 or 4 of the regular season. And that's going to be the Rams traveling to the site of last year's Super Bowl to play against last year's Super Bowl defending champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Matt Stafford won his first playoff game in 13 seasons last night or something like that. Give it up for Matt Stafford, man.
Playoffs?
I'm drinking one for Matt Stafford.
Come on, I'll drink to that, man. Cheers.
And
dude.
OBJ, but I really don't care that much about OBJ as much as Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, OBJ, at least he could, his daddy's proud on Twitter, I'm sure. He's like, see, I told you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, hindsight, you look back at it, it's like Baker lost OBJ and he's gone off. But also, how many coaches Cleveland went through? And the whole problem might have been your quarterback the whole time.
Well, I mean, as a
Steelers
fan that's seen the Browns every year of my life, they've had a lot of different quarterbacks with the same result. You know what I'm saying? So, Baker's better than – you could do worse than Baker. You could do better too. But back to the game at hand, man. I think the Rams win if they can get Cam Akers going. Cam Akers came back. I think he's the reason my pick got screwed up last week. My Seminole, Gold Nose, baby. He looked fresh. He looked like somebody that hadn't been hit in weeks, months. And he was pounding that rock. If you do more of that, that's a tall order against the front seven of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a tall order. But I think the Bucs need to throw to open up the run. And that's how you run on them. I think you start throwing Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham Jr. They start playing off a little bit. Safety start backing up a little bit. Get a couple linebackers in coverage. And, Whitworth is healthy on the line there. Shout out to my nephew Deacon, who got to hang out in Whitworth's box there at SoFi Stadium and meet Aaron Donald. Dude, it's two great defensive lines. I think if the Rams throw to open up the run and they start establishing that in the second half of the game with Cam Akers, I think they can force Tom Brady to get pissed at his young receivers. As he was doing in that game. You could tell he missed Godwin and AB trying to do with the people they got left. So if he can get him a little rattled, get these young receivers starting to question themselves, put Jalen Ramsey on Mike Evans, lock him down, I think that's how the Rams win the game. I think the Bucs win the game if they can force turnovers. Matt Stafford tasted his first success. I'm sure he wants more, but he is not experience in this realm. He's never even been here at a divisional playoff game. So if they got the home field advantage, I think that's a big deal in the playoffs. The weather will be nice, so that shouldn't affect anybody too much. But I think if they can get him rattled and start being, this will be the last time I say it, maybe. But if they can make Matt Stafford do some Matt Stafford type stuff with the game on the line and clutch situations and throw those interceptions, I think that's how they win. They win the turnover battle because they'll put up their points. They'll get theirs. So if they can make the Rams chase the points, I think they can come out on top. So give me the. All that being said, taking a page out your playbook, baby. Wrong team favored. Wrong team
Nice.
favored. Give me the Rams to go down and upset the Bucks and beat them twice this year. This time doing it on the road. And give me the Rams to win the game. Wrong team favored. WTF. Talk to me. What say you?
Yeah, so you did mention that game that Rams previously won. And that, I think, would help Stafford as far as, like, the moment isn't too big. This is a team you've already kind of taken, and we beat them clear. It wasn't that close of a game. I mean, the confidence should be there. The moment shouldn't be too big, even though he has to rise to the occasion. He is still Matt Stafford, and he still has some games where it's like, man, what are you thinking? I agree with you on they have to stretch the field. Van Jefferson and OBJ going deep balls. I like the Cam Akers going deep because that boy's fast. He did look like he's fresh, hasn't been hit. His body can handle it. It's just about that Achilles, and I think we answered that last week.
Yes, sir.
Higbee has to have a big game, and I think Cooper Kupp, whenever his number's called, he's reliable. Tampa Bay secondary's all jacked up, so that's why you have to stretch them out. Last week, Tampa Bay, their defense loaded the box against Jalen. They forced him to throw
Because he can't. Because he's ass.
Well, I mean, but if the play call is run, and then run it with Jalen, and you're doing the plays that are called, I mean, I don't know. He is not Tom Brady to where he can adjust at the line of scrimmage and stuff. I mean, the offensive line's good. It's just not. I mean, it was a whole team that sucked that game. It wasn't just Jalen, but Jalen did miss a few balls.
Dude,
Jalen had.
I don't think there's a receiver in the NFL that Jalen can't overthrow, man. They're gonna have a 4-1 wide receiver, the first one ever that Jalen Hurts can't overthrow, dude. If you've watched that game, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Come on, all right, my bad. I had to get it in there though. Jalen Hurts' ass.
Well, and I don't know. Well, I could dissect those plays. I know there's a few plays where he has to release the ball, throw it, get rid of it before the receiver makes a break. Like, you have to anticipate it, and that's what he's lacking. And he does one more pump, and now the defense already knows, or he one more like jump or something, pat on the ball, and now that front seven's coming at you.
Gotta have the mental clock, man. Gotta have that mental clock, dude.
Well, you gotta know, hey, he's about to break. I'm gonna throw it right where he can catch it, play it safe. But anyhow, I mean, the defense. I mean, they had Tom Brady 0-2, about to be a 3-and-out, and they get a penalty, which I didn't think it was a penalty, but then Tom Brady just sliced them up. So that's what Tom Brady's going to do against any team. Like, he's been in the league for so long. He is older than any coach he's going to face in the NFC.
That's true. Good stat.
So,
good stat.
Yeah.
2 points.
So
I'll drink to that.
All three coaches are like under 43 and under, and Tom Brady's sitting there at 44. So he knows just as much as the coaches do, and he's still actively playing. So
Brady's like GM age.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough for LA to establish the run at first, but they have to keep at it.
I agree. That's why
they
got to throw first. Throw to open it up. Yes.
Well, I think you got to keep them kind of balanced, but yes, you have to throw to open up the run. But that front seven was definitely coming downhill as soon as the ball was hyped last week. So, and that's scary. They're sideline to sideline. But yeah, Tom Brady's going to have a heck of a game. I think Aaron Donald's going to be pumped. He might have 2 sacks. I think he could have. They probably would have had more sacks if there was a stationary quarterback like a Tom Brady against Arizona. But Kyler Murray can run and he can make plays, and he missed a few balls. But I mean, there's like 2 or 3 sacks he escaped, and that's not going to be Tom Brady. So
Mm.
LA could get more sacks too. So
For
I
sure.
think this is going to be all about sacks, turnovers, 3 and outs, and then not making the mental errors.
So who's winning the game, baby? It's the spread is
I
currently 3
I
points.
got the Rams.
Oh, doing it with me.
Wrong team favorite. I'm drinking with you, man.
I'm drinking with you on that
Rams
one,
were my
dude.
Super Bowl pick of the week.
Hey, cheers.
Or
Cheers.
Super Bowl pick.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. Yeah, dude. No, one more comment about Jalen Hurts, because I do feel bad ragging on the guy so bad because he's such a good character human being. But he's a college quarterback, man. And the problem, he's patting the ball and the reason he has no internal clock is because he's thinking run first half the damn time. And that's why I say he's not a quarterback. He's a great running back. He's good with the ball in his hands. He must not be able to catch or run routes or whatever, because he could actually have a career doing that. But he's got an arm. He doesn't have any accuracy. He missed so many open receivers in that game. For big plays a lot of times and for first downs. It was exactly what I expected. So that's why I posted that on Twitter and got some hate back, man. I liked it. I enjoyed the hate, man. So, but yeah, I'll drink to that. I like that, man. Wrong
His stats
team
were comparable
favored.
to Dak Prescott's and Kyler Murray.
That's true. The difference is all season long, that is not the case. You might be right for 1 week, but those stats are not comparable all season long. They are not comparable.
He also doesn't have the horses either.
I mean, if you hit the horses in the hands and they drop it, then you say that. But let's hit the open horses you got for a minute, even if they donkeys, man.
Yeah.
All right, I love this game too. This was almost I had a few game of the week. I knew you'd pick the Bills, and I went back and forth. This was almost my next game of the week. 4:30 CBS and Paramount Plus if you're streaming. The 10-7 Bengals, fresh off their first playoff victory since 1990 against the Houston Oilers ass, on the road at the 12-5 Tennessee Titans, who now are fully healthy for the first time this season. What a game. Talk to me.
You got to be excited about this game.
I love it.
Tennessee is healthy. The King is back. AJ, I mean, it is going to be crazy. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. So the Titans win if Derrick Henry is fully healthy, and they can use that.
Fair enough.
I'd say 150 yards. It might take him 25 carries or so, but I think he has to get 150 yards.
Okay, I like that.
Because Cincinnati's hot. Their offense is hot. Joe Burrow is feeling it. I love Cincinnati right now. They gave a game ball. They went to a bar and gave them a game ball, like the coach. Did you see that?
I did not.
What's his name? Zach Taylor?
Okay.
Zach Laser, right?
Yeah.
After the game, he saved a few balls and he went to like the local bar and passed out a game ball.
That's
Like,
awesome. To the fans that have been there every fucking year since 1990.
And that was one of his promises. It's like, I'm going to give a game ball, our first playoff win. I'm going to give a game ball to the city. And that's cool. I mean, you're ingrained, and I like the feel-good stories about it. But I got the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, all that to say. And well, tell me why.
I mean, I'm a Derrick Henry. I don't think he would come back if he was not 100%. That's a franchise running back right there. And that boy, during the postseason, preseason, any type of season, you watch that boy's workouts, he is kicking ass, taking names at the gym. He's a gym rat. He does all these strange workouts and stuff just to improve his stability, his muscles. You really don't need a workout. And he's a big guy. I don't think Cincinnati's going to have the defense to stop him for that long. Vrabel's going to have, bend don't break kind of defense against Cincinnati. So we'll see.
So the spread at the moment is 3.5. You think they cover?
Yeah. I would leave the cover alone. I would just say Titans win.
Well, you got to pick it
Not
for the
cover.
for the 100 proofers. Got to
Do
tell
not
them at
cover.
least where you're at. Not
Do
cover.
not cover.
Do not cover. I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Because I'd only be half wrong. I'm only half dead.
Man, I love this game for a lot of reasons,
Mhm.
man. I I differ from you in one thing. Because of Derrick Henry, and I'm a grown man, I can't call no other man king, by the way. But because of Derrick Henry and Joe Mixon, I think this is an old school game. That's why I'm excited about
Oh,
it.
yeah?
And with Vrabel being a Steeler and a Patriot, I think this is old school, low scoring game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
20
Yeah.
to 17 kind of game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Depends on the weather.
the Bengals win if they can prove me wrong about that. Because their best weapon is Burrow, who is he is a no nonsense fucking I'm good and I know it and we expect to win this damn game kind of quarterback. And I like it a lot. Like when I saw his interview after the game, they were like, how does it feel? He's like, well, we expected to win this game. That's why we showed up. So, this feels like it should, and I was like, shit, yeah, man, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. So, but their biggest thing is, I mean, they're a super balanced offense, but they've been putting up a shitload of points because of the passing game. So if they can get, if they can get the passing game going and prove me wrong about a low scoring defense type game, possession, long drive kind of game, if they can prove that wrong and it becomes a shootout like you're saying, I think they win.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to be the game it's going to be. I think it will be a Titans victory because I think Derrick Henry does get it going. I think they have 12-minute long drives. I think they wear them down and make the plays they need to make. They'll get that one big Brown touchdown, and Derrick Henry in the red zone late in the fourth quarter. It'll be too much. I mean, I would have felt better about the Bengals because last week looking at this, I thought the Bengals would be here playing the Titans, and I was prepared to pick the Bengals. I did not.
Me too.
I did not like how they let the Raiders come back on them.
Yeah.
At home, I didn't like with all that, history ready to be broken and set and all that kind of stuff, and the big party for 32 years ready to be ensuing. I did not like how they let the Raiders come back on them. So that was a sign of a young team to me that's not mentally tough enough to, use a Jimbo Fisher quote, put your foot on their throat and win the game. They let them back in the game, and they almost lost the damn game. So, and they had some help from the refs, which I said that during our live stream of the Bills game, and you thought I was some bull jive. And the NFL made a statement that crew will not do any more playoff games. That's one of the most prominent crews. I see them all the time. And they will not do any more playoff games this entire season because they did blow the whistle on that play. And by rule, the play was dead. And they were like, meh, we'll give them the touchdown.
Meh.
We'll give them the touchdown. Meh. So,
and the thing about the Cincinnati playing last week and Oakland even coming back, Vrabel was just sitting back there taking notes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the whole defensive, team was probably out there, okay, doing all their X's and O's and stuff, getting a game plan ready a few days while they're getting healthy. They're resting. So that's going to, I think, play a big part into this game.
Well, and you got, just for the 100 proofers out there, you got to know, I'm a little bit older guy. I'm not that old, but I'm not a young buck out there. They call me an old head. But also I'm a Steelers fan, so I appreciate running game and defense, especially in the playoffs. That's what you got to have to win, in my opinion. So when Derrick Henry's back, if he's fresh, if he's ready to go, I think I think it's a low scoring game, and I pick the Titans to win and cover and cover.
Yeah.
But also, I forgot to mention also because of the me picking the Bills, that was my beer goggle game of the week. So if they're wrong, I do owe a beer on that one next week, man, during the stream.
You mean the Rams? Did you say the Bills or the Rams?
Oh, I'm looking. I meant the Rams, dude. Sorry, I meant the Rams. Yeah, I'm looking at your side of the column.
Yeah.
So we get these. We tell each other the picks like literally before we go on stream. We have no show prep.
Well, most of the time we don't.
Yeah, for each other's.
Until we went on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So I found out. I'm looking at your column. I wrote down real quick. No, the Rams are my beer goggle pick, and no, I did not pick the Bills. Correct. Next up on the slate, we got 8:15 Fox and Fox Deportes. The 10-7 Niners on the road at my NFC Super Bowl representative pick, Green Bay Packers at Lambeau. Talk to me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is the same stuff I was saying last week. I don't see how San Fran can win this game.
Well, shit, you jinxing the hell out of that.
I know. God. In fact, I think Aaron Rodgers is like 0-3 against San Fran.
What, career?
Not career, but the last 3 times they played.
Oh, okay.
I think he's like in the playoffs or whatever. He's over.
So the Niners win if.
The Niners win if they got to pressure on Rodgers. Now it starts and ends there. If they don't get the pressure on Rodgers, and he can pick apart with Devontae Adams, that's game right there. So you got to get pressure on Rodgers. They have to get at least 3 or 4 sacks, get a few batted balls maybe. They have to control the ball with their run game like they did against Dallas. Debo might have to have a few more carries. Mitchell looked good. I think Garoppolo's shoulder, I didn't get the update today, but there's something wrong with his shoulder. I don't even know if he'll be 100% ready to go. So that's a big question. That's an uphill climb. I just don't see how San Fran can win. Green Bay wins if they play Green Bay ball. It's at Lambeau. I mean, it's night and day. I think Aaron Rodgers wants to have a statement. I think Devontae Adams wants to go out. Green Bay as a winner. So those guys are licking their chops. I think Green Bay, if they play Green Bay ball, they're winning this game. But I said that shit against the Cowboys.
Yeah, and then the Cowboys cowboyed. Yeah. So it's a 6-point spread. They cover?
Yeah, they cover.
I drank to that. You drank prematurely.
Yeah, I know.
You preed on your sip.
I'm preaching all over this podcast.
I'm telling you, dude. I mean, hey, at least you can do it that many times, too. My age. So yeah, look, the Packers. There is no Packering like there is cowboying, Dallasing, whatever else. The Packers fans ain't gonna be fighting each other and shit like Dallas fans are because they ain't used to this shit. Packers were in the NFC Championship last year, and they're going to be in it again this year, okay? And they're going to win and cover. There's a reason they got the biggest favorite of the weekend. Now, you're right. Jimmy G did sprain his shoulder over the weekend, complicating matters for the Niners. The Niners win because they like to run the ball, man. If they can run the ball and not kick field goals in the red zone. When they get there, they got to get 7. If they can do that and keep Aaron on the sideline more of the game than he wants to be, and, for just get those couple stops they're going to need to get against Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, man. Because it's so weird that the Packers don't have another weapon that you'd name. You can name 3 other Packers receivers, but that's not like they just might be open. You know what I mean?
After that, it's your Aaron Rodgers flavor of the week.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, flavor of the plate.
No disrespect to any of those other receivers, Lazard or anything. I mean, hell, Randall Cobb, when he got there for the first few weeks, he did something,
Yeah, well, he used to
Aaron
be
Rodgers
good there.
showcased him. Well, I know, but Aaron Rodgers showcased him, so it's
Yeah.
whoever Aaron Rodgers wants to showcase other than Devontae Adams.
Well, it probably has more to do with who the defense is taking away and whatever.
Yes.
But look, they're my Super Bowl pick to win the whole thing. I will be honest, I'm feeling less good about that. Watching Kansas City and Buffalo kick ass like they did.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to ride with it because that's my vault bet, baby. So, yeah, dude, I am taking the Green Bay Packers to win and cover against Jimmy G because it's Jimmy G. And
I mean, Kittle's known for those long breakout touchdown runs, 60-plus yards for a tight end. He goes off one game, and I think 49ers are going to have everything like that go right.
I will say this to the 100 proofers out there if anybody's listening. And shout out to the chat. We got some folks in the chat. I forgot, man. I'm so new to live streaming and to check in with the chat more. Dude, they were thanking you earlier in the stream for winning them money and the your parlay last week, man. We got some thank yous for that, man. So that's cool as hell, dude. But yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that, dude. That's why, that's the point, man. We want to make people some money. That's all for entertainment purposes only, of course. But hopefully you get entertained along the way, man. But that's the point, dude. Like, it pays to listen to 100 Proof Football, man. But yeah, the Chiefs and Bills look good, man. I don't know who's, at this point, the only teams that look like can beat the Chiefs and Bills would be the Chiefs or the Bills.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. So I mean, the Packers. What I was gonna say was, earlier we were talking to the 100 Proofers out there, and we said Bills Mafia. We would love to go to a game up in Buffalo, man, and hang out in the snow with my titties out and all that. Got my diamond cutters on in the snow. But if there's another stadium I want to go to as bad, if not worse, I want to go to a Packers game, man.
Yeah.
At Lambeau.
Yeah, I want to go to Lambeau.
I'll put a cheese head on. I'll do the whole thing, man. If any 100 Proofers out there listening want to get us up to the playoff game, man, this weekend or next weekend, because I know the Packers will win and will be there next weekend. If anybody wants to get me and my co-host up there, we will be there, man. Hit us up with some playoff tickets. Contact at 100prooffootball.com. Email us. Let us know how to get there and come and can host us, man. We will be there. We will live stream and do all kind of stuff with you, tailgating.
We'll make sure your tailgate's the best tailgate.
It'll be the best tailgate, man, because we Southern folks, we know how to tailgate, man. So definitely, dude. Much love to the Packers. Go Pack, go, and they win and cover. Next up, man, it's only 4 games, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
We've done it. That's it.
Yeah.
Next up is the bourbon, scotch, and beer parlay, sir. If you're new to the podcast, this is what happens. We pick the 3 types of games that you can bet on. You can bet on spreads, you can bet money line, and you can bet over under. What we do is we take one of those a piece and make them into a 3-team parlay. So our bourbon game is a spread game. Our scotch game is a money line game, and our beer game is an over-under. And if we're wrong on any of those, we drink the corresponding drink before we even start making picks for the following show, as we did at the beginning of this show, as my co-host Adam drank his 100 proof shot, and I drank my bourbon because that's what blew up my parlay last week was the cards. So this week is a new week, baby. We've won over $1,000 the last 4 weeks combined, man. Bourbon, scotch, beer. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going.
Not?
Give me a good one.
My bourbon. I got the Rams. Even though it's wrong team favored, I like them. My scotch.
I drink to that.
Okay. Scotch. I hate drinking scotch, so I try to play it safe. I should have probably gone Green Bay, but I like my Titans at home. I think they'll take care of business. They're fully rested. Like to see Derrick Henry be back. My beer, I got the under with San Fran and Green Bay. Again, it's going back to Green Bay is going to have to stop Aaron Rodgers, get pressure on him. It has to be a low scoring game. 24-20 tops for Green Bay to win. So I am going to go the under at 47.5.
I like that pick a lot, and I will drink to that parlay. I support it. Nothing that I don't like about it. I drink to every bit of that. Thank you. That was almost my over-under game. And the reason I like it is because I don't think Jimmy G. I think the Packers might put up 28, but I don't think Jimmy G and the Niners do. I don't think they keep pace. I think they start turning it over and his shoulder. What does that mean? You know?
Yeah.
So I like that. I drink to that parlay, sir. I also forgot, man, your boy is a little toasted this evening. The Green Bay Packers are my 100 proof game of the week, baby. That's my 100 proof game of the week. So if they do not win, I will be chugging 100 proof before we even start next week. Bourbon Scotch beer, let's do it. Give me the Rams. Wrong team favored. I think they win the game, so I damn sure think they cover the game at +3. So we both agree to that. I actually thought before, let me just say real quick, I thought before we did the show that there was a chance that we might have the same bourbon scotch beer parlay for the first time. We didn't though. I like it. I was like, because it's only what, 4 games?
4 teams. So
yeah, I thought we might have the same parlay. We don't though, because mainly of this reason, I definitely have my Scotch game as the Chiefs winning at home. Give me the Chiefs to beat the Bills once again, and the Bills have a new nemesis not named New England, because they have a postseason nemesis now named the Chiefs. And I like the under, and like I said earlier, I alluded to it earlier, give me the under in the Cincinnati-Tennessee game as my beer game. I think it's an old-school Vrabel-style running game, control the clock, low-score game in Tennessee, in Nashville, with the number 1 seed Titans coming out on top. But give me the under 47 points. There's no hook on that one, so give me the under 47 in Nashville. That's my bourbon scotch beer parlay, sir.
So if you play that, how much money are you going to win?
Oh, I am behind on that. My bad. Let me do that. Thank you for keeping me on my P's and Q's. Let me do yours first. Since you
I already did mine.
Oh, what is it then? Do it.
So I'm putting $100 in. Again, I got Rams winning. They're the underdog. I got Green Bay, the over-under. I got the under at 47.5. And I got Tennessee as the money line, right?
Yeah.
$100 wins you $570.19.
That's a hell of a bourbon scotch beer. I like that though, man. I do. You do have a dog in there.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. Well, no, you don't.
Well, I mean Rams.
No, you have them to cover, but not to win.
I have Rams to win.
But on your bourbon scotch beer, you have them to cover.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Right. So
that's why so much.
All right, yeah. Switch it to cover. Switch it to cover. Tell me,
Okay,
tell the folks what they win. There you go. I was like, dang, that's big.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that too. I was like, I guess it's playoff time.
We can do that loosey goosey, but right now it's bourbon scotch beer, so you got them to cover and not win.
Let's see. Oh shit!
It's still, hey, I'm looking at mine right now. You might be right. Make sure you might have clicked it like you thought.
Well, go ahead and tell yours because.
All right, if the Rams cover, like I say, if the Chiefs win and the Bengals Titans is under $47, the $100 bet gets you $500 even. $500 even. No sense. What I'm saying don't make no sense. What, $500 even on that, baby. So if you're listening at home, if you like what we're saying, if you like our reasoning, and you want to play along for entertainment purposes only, then that better get you $500. That's one of the biggest bourbon scotch beers I've ever had, actually.
Mm-hmm. Usually 3-team parlays don't.
It's about
add up
it's
too
usually
much.
about 300, maybe 400.
It's the playoffs, man.
Playoffs?
And then the under. Let's see. 3-team parlay. Okay, so I got the Rams with a spread.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee with the money line.
Mm-hmm.
And then the over-under. For 100, you'll win. Okay, $434
And
and
21
cents.
motherfucking cents.
Yep.
You make a little sense. You ain't got a lot of sense, but you make a little sense. So mine's
I like
actually
the
bigger.
500.
Why is that, I wonder? I guess the Titans are more favorites than the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Or
are.
no.
Yeah, they are at minus 190, and the Chiefs are minus 140. That's it. Those are big boy parlays right there for three teams. Those are some getters.
Yeah.
But
hopefully we win them both. We got the Rams.
Come on, man. Yeah, both of those can actually come through.
Yep.
We can actually win 900 in 1 week on those.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of big boy, you know what time it is.
Our forward team, loosey goosey.
Loosey goosey. Hey, you know how we do. What we always do, we try to get some big boy parlays, man. We usually do 8, 9, or 10 teams, something like that. But it's only 4 teams we can possibly pick. So get loose this week, man. What's your first loosey goosey, no gray goose? No gray goose if you don't get loose parlay.
All right, so loosey goosey, I'm gonna go Titans cover, Green Bay cover, Rams win, and Bills win.
That's a good one. That'll win you a bunch of money too. You put $20, just $20 on that will win you $316. How about that? $20 win you $316. That ain't bad, man.
I mean, just
for four teams. I like it. I'm gonna go along with you. Let's see here. This first one, give me the Bengals to win. Just this first one, I like the Bengals to win. Give me Packers to cover. Give me Rams to win. And Chiefs to cover. How about that? $20 wins you $398.20.
Yeah.
I like that one too now.
No gray goose if you don't get loose.
Well, we have to probably put one on Tampa Bay.
Well, hey, you know what time it is. It's bottoms up. It's bottoms up. So whatever you drinking, chug it. I don't got that much, so just to be an honest engine, I'm gonna put a little bit more in my cup right now, even though I'm drinking straight bourbon all night.
Well, I'll finish this one and open up another beer, and hopefully I'll be done.
There you go. Cheers. Bottoms up. You listen at home. You wonder what bottoms up means? It means we start at the bottom of the order, which the Monday night game is always the bottom of the page. It's the last game. And we go up. Usually we start top down. This time we will go bottom up. And it also means we go bottoms up. Whatever we drinking on, kill it before we make our pick. So Adam's reeing up. Got his next drink. And start us off bottoms up, baby. What you thinking? Got 4 games.
Man. I haven't even picked the Chiefs yet either. So this will be the Chiefs.
Winning or covering?
Covering.
All right.
I'm going to do Tampa Bay. Might as well cover.
Okay.
I'm doing... I can't do 49ers. Green Bay to cover. And then I'm going to do Cincinnati to win.
All right, that 14, that's a good one right there. That $20 will get you $360.18. These are getting lower, man. These are getting lower and lower. It's only 4 teams, but that's all right. That's pretty good odds for $20, man.
That's 18 times.
Come on, that's quick math. You should own a business.
Yeah, I should count money for a living.
Give me the Bills to win on this one.
Okay.
Give me the Rams to win on this one. Give me the Packers to cover on this one. And give me the Bengals to win on this one. Total chaos. Total chaos. I'm going to put $26 on it because I had $6 left over in my little account, hypothetically for entertainment purposes. $26 wins you $558.77 if chaos ensues and 3 underdogs win this week and the Packers cover. So I don't think it's going to happen, but it's worth a shot for $26, man. I'm down with it.
Yep. I mean, you only got 4 teams.
Yeah, I ain't got a lot to choose from, man. It's my least favorite part of the season to bet in. I ain't gonna lie.
Because there's not a lot of upside.
Not a lot of upside. I can't make a big parlay. Weeks 1 through 8. I can't wait for the 100 provers out there to hear weeks 1 through 8 next year, man. We made over $12,000 this year, weeks 1 through 8. Let's do it again next year, hopefully.
And then we started doing a podcast live
in week 10. Yep.
Yeah.
We started doing the podcast in week 10, man. So that's the way it goes. I promise.
We did post them on our fantasy football chat.
Oh yeah. There is evidence of the.
There is
winnings.
evidence.
Yeah. I will one day accumulate them all and put them on Twitter and pin them at the top, so that you can see that we be winning you some money, man. But that's gonna do it for the divisional round of the playoffs, man.
It's sad.
It is sad, dude, because then we got 2 more weeks, and then we gotta come on here and start talking about,
the USFL.
Oh Lord, have mercy. I was gonna say hockey or something, but yeah, I guess we unapproved football. That make more sense. We're gonna start scouting high school practices and stuff. Going to
USFL. We got the Reese Senior Bowl. We got the
we be going to
combine.
Local high schools 2-a-days in the spring.
Signing NILs to these kids.
Oh shit! Well, leave me with some parting thoughts, man. 100 Proofers parting thoughts on the divisional round podcast edition, man. Talk to me.
Parting thought. I really I can't wait till next year when this is just like grassroots right now. We're just laying kind of like a foundation, putting our roots in the ground, let it kind of sprout. Hopefully next year we can go to a few of these games, live stream. I'm just really sad it's coming to an end this soon. We just started picking up like stuff, and I thought we are going to cannibalize our podcast listeners when we started doing YouTube, because who's going to want to watch the same thing twice? But our podcast numbers are pretty much in line, and we've broadcast twice, and the numbers are low, but I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Anybody that starts on YouTube knows how that goes, man. You get nobody at first, which that's cool. That's why we're doing it.
We got our first troll.
Troll. I loved it.
Yeah. And I was going to thank him. Hey, thanks for listening.
That's exactly what I said. I'm not going to get into it to give him nothing, because I looked at the guy's profile, man. He ain't nothing, man. Dude. But anyway. Yeah, man. My parting thoughts is probably very obvious. Thank you, Seven. Thank you, Seven, man. It's been 18 years. I lived in Savannah, Georgia, the first year that Big Ben was drafted. I was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, watching him get drafted. I ordered that draft hat that he put on his head. I put it on my head. I wanted Phillip Rivers that year, to be honest. As a Steelers fan, I wanted us to get Phillip Rivers. He didn't last that long, if you knew about the Eli Manning and Phillip Rivers controversy. So Big Ben,
Giants, San Diego.
Dude, yeah, and Big Ben knew already, because he done talked to Bill Cowher. He had the black and gold. He had the black suit on with a gold tie. Already knew where he was going. Unlike Eli Manning or Phillip Rivers. Well, Eli Manning took every snap for the Giants, but he's been gone for a little while. He only made 2 Super Bowls. Big Ben made 3. Rashard Mendenhall cost him a 3rd championship. And he's an elite company, 60,000 yards. And 2 Super Bowls. Only 3 people have done it, and that's Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. And they didn't do it with the same team. And he now, with that last playoff game, as bad as he played, and it's been that way all year. I mean, obviously his best days have been behind him, but he still is 3rd all time now in playoff yards passing too. So I'm always in the replaced Mike Tomlin. I guess fired Mike Tomlin sounds too harsh. But when you have a defensive-minded coach that can't win a championship with the Killer Bees because your defense sucks, then what are you bringing to the table, man? You know what I mean? Like, I think if Bill Cowher is the coach, Bill for Ben's whole career, he's got 5 Super Bowls. I really believe that. They don't have to believe me. That's fine. I'm a little biased, and that's a little homerism. But I think he's got. I mean, he made 3. I think he makes 2 more and wins them too. So, but man, thanks to Big Ben. They asked him what he wants to do. He said his next challenge is. He said, "I hope we make the flight out tonight because it's snowing. My kids are at home playing in the snow. I can't wait to go home and focus my entire life and attention on being a husband and a father." Then he added, "and further in the kingdom of God, man, because he is a redeemed man, you know, man, a born again believer." So I'm glad, man. I like that, man. He actually got some bigger stuff to work on, man. I'm down to see what he does next. Who knows if the broadcast booth is for him or not? That's not any of my concern. But as I sat on the floor with my 3-year-old in my lap watching Big Ben, teaching him how to wave a terrible towel, it was a cool moment. So. Big Ben, much love, man. Salute. You had a great career. You deserved better in my mind, but I cherished every game. I drove up to Heinz Field to watch you as a rookie season with our fantasy compatriot, Dr. Martin. And then me and my father went to our first Steelers game together. We watched them every Sunday. The following year, we won a Halloween night, Monday Night Football against the Ravens, where we won that game, and that was the year the Steelers won a Super Bowl for the first time in my lifetime since 1970. So I got to watch, me and my dad, the Steelers Super Bowl champion team. We got to watch them that year. So it'll be a new era. Hey, Ron, go ahead and win your Super Bowl because you can't bring Devontae with you. They're going to franchise his ass. So come on over to the Steelers. Come over to the Steelers. We'll get him the year after when they can't afford him. Juju's back. Come on over. And you're welcome. Open arms and the Steel City. How you feel about that?
Steelers have quite a few picks. I mean, Russell Wilson. Who knows who's going to Pittsburgh is going to get?
If we don't get Russell Wilson or Aaron or a cleared Deshaun Watson, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Philly shops around Hurts.
Oh my God! With that,
oh, the irony! No, I would die.
I would take freaking Carson Wentz over his ass every day, man. And I don't want him, but I would take him. But hey, man,
60% of the time.
For everybody, all the 100 proofers out there, much love out there. Thank you for the chat that's hung out tonight during the stream. Don't forget to look us up on 100 Proof Football on YouTube and Twitch. We will be live simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch next week if we can make sure the technology demons don't get to us, man. We'll try to cast those out. But beyond that, we are also on your favorite social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter, at 100 Proof FB. Look us up. Send us some love. Send us some hate. That's fine. I had fun with our first troll, man. It was good. Nothing but love out there, dude. We just trying to do what we do and try to make folks some money. So you can say what you want, but we making money live every fucking week, man. We making some fucking. Are we making money?
Yeah, I was gonna say all you had to do is say, "Here's what I won last week."
Dude.
What did you win?
Yeah, nah. See, the troll ain't worth that much attention. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I would just said thank you for subscribing. You improved our numbers.
Yeah, exactly. I said that's what I told him. I said thank you for listening. I gave him the AB piece. But anyway, regardless, from the Rocky Mountains of Utah all the way to the Panhandle of Florida. My name is Paul Kleckler. From my co-host Adam Pope, this has been the divisional round episode of 100 Proof Football. May all y'all parlays come through, and may all the women be satisfied. We out, baby.
We out.
Recording stopped.